thought BU played with a lot of snap tonight. And I thought we played well at times. And it's the same story from last night. You can't give BU 10 power plays. Any team 10 power plays. And expect any rhythm in the game. I got to a point I just was going to put a blindfold over my eyes because I had no idea what was a penalty, what wasn't a penalty, what was being called, what wasn't being called. I told you guys just to forget about the penalty and just play. The fourth goal was a tough goal because fight back from 3-1 and to get a lucky bounce to make it 3-2 and and hit a couple pipes dead on. You think maybe it's not your night, but that was just a botched play on a clean win in the D zone that the BU forwards ended up capitalizing on. And with 8 minutes to go, that was a much needed lift for them. And they managed the rest of the game very well. Did a good job. So credit goes to BU.
Questions? Coach, can you just talk a little bit about the way the first period kind of unfolded? You guys were up to an 8-1 shot advantage to start, and by the end it was 3-1 BU.
Yeah, I was a little bit concerned when it was 12-6 and it was 3-1 about 5 minutes later. But yeah, I mean, we had a lot of those shots. We had that 5-on-3, so we were able to pepper Milan, who I thought was terrific tonight. Terrific. In the third period there, we had that series where he came way out of his net and stopped Hukin's shot, and then I think it was Quaylen was an open net. He was terrific. He was square to the puck, and he was aggressive, and we had some quality looks, but he was there. And I think that was the way he played that first 10 or 12 minutes.
Can you just talk about the decision to take Rollins out after that third goal?
What would you do when the shot's 6-3 and you're down 3-1? I mean, I know he had, he's a smart kid. He's his own critic. He was deep in his net. In the third one, where the kid rolled around the net, and beat him far side glove. I think they might have been all far side glove, but he was just deep in his net. And when he's not out of his net aggressive like Milan was, he's his biggest advantage, which is his size, becomes a disadvantage because he gets dropped and he doesn't move well laterally once he gets set in that position.
Do you think after you got the goal from Alexiak just before the period ended that was getting you back in because you had like 4 penalties and seemed that gave you a little more of a momentum?
There's no doubt about it. I honestly thought that was a real fortunate way to end the period. I mean, we had killed the penalties and they were full kills, so there was 8 minutes of penalties over like a 12-minute stretch. And to get that goal, you could see it energized our bench, and it's kind of like a double whammy because when you kill 4 power plays in a 12-minute stretch and then you get a goal, it's a pretty, it just really injects some believability in your ability to win the game. And I actually thought we were on that path. I mean, we had some quality chances and made it too, but we said Milan was really good, and then again we started taking penalties in the third, and that just, people see like a penalty. Well, you killed the penalty, but the problem on the bench is if you only have 6 killers, there's 6 guys sitting there, and they keep sitting, and they lose that rhythm that athletes need to play with some confidence. So we kept doing that. It's like a broken record. If anybody has any suggestions on how to make us stop taking penalties, I'm open to discussion.
Last question, guys. Because you talked a lot about how this team is really unflappable. Got a game 3 on Sunday night and a young team. Do you still think that's going to hold true?
I do. I think we have a good team. I think our guys are very, very unflappable is a good word. I think they're very resilient. We'll show up and play. I think we'll do our best to win the game, and we just take it one shift at a time. Honestly, it's kind of a very well-used cliche, but that's the way we've been going through the season. So, and now we play to that was at the second, so this will be our third game here, the fourth game here in a row, right? Yeah, so we're getting very comfortable with our environment.
Thanks, guys, appreciate it.